I'm in my closet today. I'm gonna kind of go in between whispering and soft spoken. My cat is here with me, and you might hear him in the microphone. Hopefully it's not too loud, but I record in my closet because it's just a lot darker and like there's just a lot more ambiance, I guess. And my cat is so curious. Here he is. So he's probably gonna be here for a bit. He likes, you can kind of see it now, he likes hiding behind my clothes and like watching me. He's so creepy. Oh my god. But he's really cute, so I'll be here for a little bit. Anyways, today I wanted to show you guys my record collection. Just as a FYI, I'm not like, I don't have a lot of records. I have a record player that I bought a couple years back, and I was starting my collection, and then I ended up having to move, and then I stopped my collection, and then I found my records recently, and I just thought it'd be cool to show you. There's a lot more records that I definitely want to buy, but I don't have the time or the money right now, so I'm just going to show you what I have. Personally, a lot of the records that I have are either because I absolutely love that album, or I truly just want to find like a jazzy record to play when it's snowing out or when it's cozy or whatnot. So yeah, my cat, there's a door stopper right next to me, and he's trying to eat the door stopper, so I'm trying to keep him from eating the door stopper, but I just don't think I'm being successful. I'm gonna just, here we go. Let's see how long I can do this for. Alright, so the first record, he does not like this. Put him down. The first record we have is a Charlie Brown Christmas. I couldn't read backwards because my video is kind of backwards. Our recording is kind of backwards, but so I absolutely love this album, mostly because it is just like a Christmassy vibe, and it has such great like piano jazz kind of tunes. And I don't know if any of you have grew up on Charlie Brown or whatnot, but I love Charlie Brown. It is truly a classic, and I don't really watch it that much anymore, but the music is definitely amazing. But yeah, this is more of like my When It Snows album. I will play this without a doubt, and I will put it on and make myself a cup of coffee or a cup of hot chocolate, and I will just look at the snow for a while. So I had to have this. I remember seeing it, I think I was at like Target or something, and I was like, I need this album, and whoever I was with was like, why? So if no one has listened to it yet, if it's ever cold or just really cozy and you want like a nice little like Christmassy holiday vibe, highly recommend. Alright. Second, also these are in no particular order. So I have the Boris and Merzbow album. I don't know if anyone here likes harsh noise, but I love harsh noise. I get called weird for liking harsh noise, and it's only like, really like, Merzbow is really right now the only harsh noise that I particularly like. And I know like I listen to different harsh noise artists, but I love Merzbow. I love a lot of his music, and I know a lot of people criticize harsh noise for just literally being noise and annoying and stuff, but like, I don't know why, but I love noise. I love like this chaotic feeling, and I do particularly like when the noise has a little bit of a beat. Like there's a Merzbow song that I used to listen to a lot. I think Let me see if I can find it for you. If any of you are Merzbow fans, I hope some of you are. That'd be really cool. I have a playlist on Spotify called Noise to Scream To, and it's whenever I'm feeling like a little extra, I put this album on and I just vibe to it. But so a couple of, oh god, I have a lot of Merzbow. So a couple of Merzbow songs that I love is Woodpecker Number 1. That was actually the first song I ever heard by Merzbow, and I love it. It is very different. It kind of just sounds like a hairdryer if someone left it on for like a good while. But the one with the beat that probably is more popular with like people that aren't that into noise is Promotion Man. I really love Promotion Man. It's funny that like none of the songs that I listen to by Merzbow are on this album at all, but I bought this album because I love Merzbow so much and I just wanted to have something in my record collection from him, and I don't really come by a lot of Merzbow in like thrift shops or like any type of record store because it's just, he's not a very popular person. But for any of you that like harsh noise, Merzbow is the way. Ooh, speaking of a little bit more noise, but more like not mainstream. I don't want to use that word. It's a little bit more popular. I think this is 100 gecs. Like the album is I know it's 100 gecs, but I think the album is 100 gecs, but it's like a remixed 100 gecs. Actually, I don't know. Let me like double check. I don't know. Okay, sorry. This is 1000 gecs. And the 3 clues. So basically, let me see if I can show you like the inside. There's like, I believe most of these songs are like remixed songs that they have. God, I've been in a huge 100 gecs phase right now. Their album 1000 gecs, the one with like Dumbest Girl Alive and Hollywood Baby and 787, all that good stuff. I think it's 787. It might be a different number. I've just been obsessed with it. So I've been watching a lot of their like live shows and like interviews and stuff. I just go into a whole rabbit hole when I love an artist. But I need to re-listen to this album because I bought this, I want to say like 4 years ago, and I never really appreciated it as much as I probably would right now. But yeah, I love 100 gecs. If any of you like 100 gecs, highly recommend. I do like their remix stuff. I love when other musicians collaborate and remix like original songs. It's just so fun. Okay. Oh yeah, wow. I guess I have all the dark stuff on top, but I love this album. If any of you are Knocked Loose fans, this is my favorite, actually, EP by them. I actually don't know what the name of this EP is. I just remember the cover. I don't know if any of you do this, but I have a better memory of covers of albums than album names. It's I Tear in the Fabric of Life. And this album has the infamous song on it called God Knows, which is one of my favorite songs by them. Actually, most of my favorite songs come from this EP. I love it so much. If you're into metalcore, or if you like just like really aggressive kind of sounding music, I feel like you'd really like this. I love this album so much. I wanted something in my collection that had more of like a metal sound. So just for some background, the reason I started listening to vinyl is because I love listening to like noise. As you have realized in this video, I love listening to noise, but vinyl has this way of making the music sound kind of scratchy. I don't know if any of you have experienced that, but I love like this like scratchy, noisy kind of feeling when I listen to vinyl, and that's why a lot of the music I'm probably going to show you right now is either like metal or harsh noise, minus the jazzy Charlie Brown record that I had at the beginning. But it'll slowly get into like other types. I listen to a lot of music. I listen to a lot of genres. My Spotify Wrapped at the end of the year, they never know what to categorize me in. Like when they tell you what genre you listen to the most, it just doesn't understand. I think one year the genre it gave me was called like outer space music or something, or I forgot what it was called. I need to find it. If I remember, I'll let you guys know. But yeah, I listen to a lot of fun music. If anybody loves Knock Loose, let me know, because I love Knock Loose, and I don't really know that many people that like Knock Loose in my immediate friend circle, and I'd be really happy to hear if anybody loves Knock Loose. But anyways, great album. Okay, this album is the first vinyl album I ever owned, which is the Childish Gambino album. I don't know what this album is called, but I know that I think it's For Sweatpants. I believe that's the name. I don't remember. It's been a while. But I love Childish Gambino. I should listen to more of his music. But I was at a record store in DC when I got this. My friend bought it for me for my birthday, and it's really hard for me to find music I like in record stores, because I like some different music. It's not like bad or anything, but just a lot of the things I like I can never find. So he wanted to buy me a record, and I told him to buy me this record, and I love this. I love this, the sound of this entire album. I've listened to it so much, especially when I was in college. I think it came out when I was in college, I don't remember, but the Sweatpants, I love that. There's other songs I love from him. Let me see if I can, let me open it up and see. Okay, I think I found like a little clip of like different songs that might be in here. Okay, alright, so I love the intros of The Library. 3005, great song. Let's see. God, I love all these songs. I can't pick. No Exit was a really good song. And Pink Toes is great too. God, these are beautiful songs. I'm so excited. Okay, I'm gonna put this away. I was really looking into it, but also like it's kind of like creepy, but like this is what the inside looks like. I love it though, like comparative to this. It's just, oh god. I love Childish Gambino, he's amazing. Okay, Bon Iver. This is one of my favorite Bon Iver albums. For Emma, I believe, is the first song I listened to by Bon Iver. There's a couple of other songs I've listened by him. There's one I wish they would put on Spotify. It's a cover of I Can't Make You Love Me, and he's at a piano, and he's really like, you can really feel him singing the song. But this genre of music I would describe as like folk, indie folk, I don't know. But yeah, I love this album. This is the type of music I listen to in the fall. Actually, the next record I'll be showing you is Fleet Foxes, but this is definitely fall music. I usually play this if I'm like, it's nighttime, it's fall, I have a window open, I'm in a calm mood, because like this album can get really, really sad sometimes. But yeah, it's a great album. Brings me back to my high school days. Favorite songs. Flume is really great. Not the artist, but the song. I do actually like Flume, the artist, if any of you are into that. Skinny Love is on this, so if any of you have heard Bon Iver Skinny Love, I think it's one of his most popular songs. For Emma, and Reese Stacks is actually a really good song by him too. So, fall times, fall vibes. Okay, Fleet Foxes. This is actually not my favorite album. I bought this album because I just wanted Fleet Foxes, and the place I was at didn't have any Fleet Foxes. I know I probably could purchase vinyl from like online and then have it shipped to me, but I don't know. I see a lot of fun in actually going to a store and finding music, even though I never can find the music I like. But anyway, this is a Fleet Foxes album. When I first purchased this album, I don't think I listened to any song that was ever on it prior, but it's a really, really good album in general. There's a lot of folky kind of vibes to this, but it's like an upbeat folky, so it's not, at least for me personally, this album is like, I imagine myself on a fall day just having this album playing, and I'm really excited, I'm really happy, I'm vibing, probably like a cleaning, this is like a cleaning album to me. But there are songs that I love by them that are on different albums. Let me see if I can find it. Oops. I just really don't want to accidentally play music. I'm gonna turn that down. So a couple of you that have listened to Fleet Foxes, I like a lot of their like popular songs, so don't, come at me, but if you have suggestions, you can let me know. The album that is probably the most famous, like people know about, is literally their self-titled Fleet Foxes album. It has White Winter Himmel and Blue Ridge Mountains. It's not on the same album. Oh, I'm gonna like butcher this name, but Maconas is a song on the Sun Giant album. But my favorite song of all time is the Blue Ridge Mountains. That's a song I grew up on. I listened to it so much in high school. I had such a good time with it. This is the last record. I don't own that many records. I have a few jazz records that my friend gave me, but I can't really speak to it because I just have random records, but I don't really listen to them. So I'm just going to show you this last one and maybe talk a little bit about what I want to do in terms of expanding my records. This is an Ella Fitzgerald record. So this kind of goes back into my jazz collection. Whenever it's snowing or whenever it's just a cozy evening and I want to relax, I love playing jazz. I have, I think, another jazz album that I didn't bring in my closet with me. Maybe I'll show you guys at a later date when I expand my collection, but a lot of the jazz I'm looking for is something that you would listen to when you're just lounging. And I don't mean lounging as in you're sitting with like a whiskey and like a cigar in your mouth. My friend, he only likes that kind of jazz, and he actually gave me some jazz like that, which in my head it's like detective jazz, like when you're watching like a detective movie, it's the jazz that plays in the background when the detective's thinking. I'm really not into that. I'm more into like slow, just comfy jazz. If any of you have Spotify, there is a Spotify playlist called The Lazy Jazz Cat that I listen to a lot. So that type of jazz. What I probably need to do is explore all the jazz songs that I like from that playlist. I haven't explored my jazz yet. I just know the vibe I'm looking for, but I don't keep track of the artist I listen to. But anyways, back to this. Ella Fitzgerald's beautiful, beautiful singer, beautiful songs. I listen to this a lot when I'm cleaning. I just so you know, I love cleaning, by the way. I clean a lot because I don't know, it's comforting. I know people don't like cleaning, but I love cleaning. But anyways, yeah, Ella Fitzgerald. Great, great, great album. But yeah, I think like expanding this would be great. I want to expand with more jazz music and more noise music. So if any of you have any recommendations, particularly, I'm just going to go through my records really quick and just kind of look at this. Particularly, the noise I'm looking for is obviously like Merzbow, but maybe even something like electronic noise. I don't know how to describe it. I feel like I should get up my Spotify playlist because it would help me a lot, but I have a lot of Spotify playlists. I think I have 78 playlists that I continuously update. They're organized by, actually no, they're organized by mood, and then from mood they're organized by genre, and then sometimes I even have it where I have multiple songs and multiple playlists because they have multiple genres and multiple moods for me. And yeah, I have a system. And I listen to my Discover Weekly on Spotify a lot because it's funny that Spotify can sometimes get it right where it's like, ooh, I think you're gonna like this song. And it usually does. But then other times it has no idea what I'm listening to and it tries its best and usually fails to find me songs I like. So I have like a particular taste in music. For those of you that watched one of my earlier videos of me talking music on my bathroom floor, I don't know, maybe you can gather it there, but I really like atmospheric, angry, even melancholy kind of music, you know, when I want to feel like an intense emotion, which I usually do at times. But I do still like, you know, pop music and music that other people like too. I'm not trying to distinguish myself as having better taste than other people because, to be fair, I don't think I have good taste at all. A lot of people in my life tell me I have the worst taste, and people do not give me the aux cord when I'm in the car. They do not want to give me any type of access to music. But yeah, so sorry, kind of rambled a lot there, but hopefully you guys like this. When I probably get more records, maybe I can do a longer video, but I just thought this would be a nice cozy video just to talk about music, and maybe if you guys have records that you really love that you want to talk about, I'd be happy to hear. And if any of you understand like my music tastes, maybe you can, you know, recommend me something. I love when people recommend me music. It's not a guarantee that I'm going to like what I'm getting recommended, but I will always try because I love finding new artists and new songs that I don't know, that I can just kind of dive into. I love going down a rabbit hole. Actually, okay, almost done. I just found a band. They're like a black metal band, and I usually hate black metal, but I found this band that I really, really like. my god, what are they called? I forgot what they're called. I have a black metal playlist. Let me go and see. They're called Zeal and Ardor. Zeal and Ardor. They're really fun if you're into like kind of aggressive type of like metal, black metal. They are black metal, but I consider them a little bit more aggressive than black metal. I can't really fit where they are, but I really love it. Oh, also, if any of you like Igor, which is Igorrr, they came out with a new album called Amen recently, and it is amazing. Igor is like, I don't know how to explain their genre. It's like if you take EDM and black metal and like opera and you put it in a genre. If you're into like extreme music like that, highly recommend Igor. If you already know Igor, I recommend the album. There's some songs I was about, but I do like a majority of the songs on the album. I haven't heard anyone talk about it. I also don't know anyone that likes Igor, so if you are a fan of any of these bands, please, please, please let me know your thoughts. Let me know if you have any suggestions or recommendations for me, because I'm always open to listening to music. Okay, thank you guys so much. I will see you